All right, what's up, guys? Welcome to another MLB The Show 25 stream here on Twitch. I'm NextJGGen24, and today we're going to be grinding out the July Spotlight program, or the final July Spotlight program, which is Drop 4, where you can earn Jarren Duran. Now, you may notice that I already made some progress. I do apologize about that. What ended up happening was I was playing ranked season, or I'm sorry, not ranked seasons. I was playing mini seasons and trying to grind to get get those two all-star cards that I need to be able to get Aaron Judge. And I didn't realize that, I should have, but I didn't realize that they were going to, that my mission, or that all the stats I was obtaining were going to be counted. I should have realized that. So, unfortunately, that's where my progress has been made because I'm an idiot. I've not completed all of them. What up, SB Champ? How are you? As you can see here, the only thing that I got up to was the July Spotlight Drop 1 pack. You know, got Trevor Rogers and Jojo Romero, but I have not used them yet. So, no worries. It's not like I made big gains. It was only just because I was doing the stat missions. How am I? Let's see. I just watched my Mets get no hit for 8 1/3 inning. And only thing that broke it up was Juan Soto's solo home run in the 9th inning. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, SB Champ. But you know, at least your grandmother is no longer suffering. She's at peace. So I hope you take some comfort in that. So Mets need to lock in. I don't know what they need to do, to be totally honest, Woogie. I mean, getting swept by the Guardians is horrendous. They've lost 8 of their last 9 games. After going on a 7-game winning streak, they not only wiped it out, they just gained another. They not only wiped out that win streak, but they also had one more loss that cancels out the win that they had in that 9-game span. So it's like they might as well have never been played at all over the last couple of weeks, 2 to 3 weeks, because they're pretty much back there. There you go. It certainly doesn't feel like they should be. I mean, the only saving grace is that we lost 2.5, or the Phillies also lost. So, you know, at least the Mets didn't lose too much ground, but they're now 2.5 games behind the Phillies, and that's really the only way the Mets are making the playoffs. They cannot be a wild card team. They have to win the division. Well, they are. Even if they do win the division, I'm not so sure they're going to be. They're not. I'm not sure they're going to get the 2 bye seats. They're going to have to play against the 3rd wild card team. You know what? This is absolutely crazy. Someone actually pointed out that the White Sox have a better record than the Mets since June, I think it was 9th or 17th, one of those. The Chicago White Sox have a better record than the Mets since June 9th or June 17th. in that span from today to June, one of those two dates. I understand, SB Champ. Don't feel bad about that. You absolutely deserve to be able to grieve and do whatever it is you need to be able to help you get through this. Yeah, it's bad. The Mets have been bad. Anyway, I do want to I do want to move forward with these, I do want to move forward with this program, so I'm just going to hop into a moment, and then I'll set up my lineup so that we have the, we have it set to where I need it to be in order to get this done. Yeah, I'm not sure. Are they coming to Citi Field, or are we going to T-Mobile Park? If the Mets don't get it together, and I have a feeling they're not going to get it together, that might as well be an easy win for the Mariners. Okay. I couldn't remember what they did last year. Strike 3. Sit down. Hi, gamer. How are you? It's really funny to think that if Juan Soto doesn't hit that home run, Gavin Williams would be celebrating a no-hitter right now. It is very crazy to think. And I'll put my hand up and say I was rooting for Williams to get that no-hitter. Not because I wanted the Mets to be to have a no-hitter be the low point of the season, but rather I enjoy seeing MLB history or baseball history. I think it's great because we don't get to see it as often as we do. So we should always appreciate it whenever it happens. No hitters, whenever we see cycles, we should always appreciate that because they rarely happen. So I was rooting for Williams to get the no-hitter so that he could be part of history. Yes, it would have came at the expense of my Mets, but the reality is they weren't going to win that game anyway. That offense was completely lifeless.
Leading off tonight for Colorado, the right fielder, Tyler Freeman.
Sorry to Gavin Williams that Juan Soto had to ruin that.
Ball. 1-0.
Yeah, you know how many the Mets have won in the last 9 games since their 7-game win streak came to an end?
Ball.
1.
2-1.
And that's out of 9 games. They were swept by the Padres, they were swept by the Guardians, and they lost 2 to the Giants at home. Mind you, that's a team they swept in San Francisco during that 7-game winning streak. I don't know what's going on with both New York teams in baseball. They just stink. Oh my God. And all those Yankee fans saying, "Oh, Juan Soto misses the Yankees." The Yankees are not in any better position than the Mets are right now. What would you have done? I would have been happy for Gavin Williams, and I'd be calling for Chavez and for Barnes, and I'd even be calling for Mendoza to be fired. That's what I'd be doing. And I'd be doing it all on here.
No balls. 1 strike. Strike 2. 0-2.
He sure didn't seem to miss it when he hit that home run to center field.
Hit.
That broke up the no-hitter. Honestly, speaking as a Mets fan, I don't even want the Mets to make it. I don't want them to make it if this is a team that they're going to go into the playoffs with. Yeah, I don't know what the drop-off was. I couldn't tell you unless it's the hitting. Chavez and Barnes and being idiots, trying to be all analytical, and it's like, no. Don't be analytical, just be smart.
Counts 1-0.
So, you know what, Gamer? If he misses being... Yeah. And I know we're going to get swept there because it's in Milwaukee. That's why I was kind of hoping the Mariners series would have been in... that's why I kind of hoped that the series against the Mariners would have been in Seattle, because then I wouldn't have to watch it. Actually, I could watch it, but I don't want to. Well, I'm not going to watch it anyway. Nick Sandlin, Santander, Miles Straw, Shane Bieber. Hey, it's working for you guys. Right now, the Blue Jays are leading the AL East. So it's working. Smart on the Red Sox to do that. Now let's just see if he's going to get traded after being asked to do a different position, like they did with Devers.
Yeah! No balls, 2 strikes.
Yes, I have. Yep.
For the Astros, the second baseman, Jose Altuve.
I've always liked using Griffey in MLB The Show. And you play the Braves after the Brew Crew series. Yep.
Wood! 0-1.
I said I used to hit better. I haven't been hitting well with Griffey lately in the last couple ones, but a long time ago, Griffey was actually the one card that I hit really well with.
1-2. On the tag.
Oh no, did he just get out? Son of a gun. Way to blow that run. Now if I'm going to walk this off, I have to hit a home run.
2-2.
Dumb base running.
Got him.
And maybe they lost his rights. Oh no, they still have it. Never mind. Maybe they don't want to do it this year. Maybe there were enough complaints against him. Sounds like you want to be grinding. Wait, did you grind all the spotlight cards yet? The ones from the earlier, from all the July drop programs?
Here.
I'm swinging at that like I'm Lindor. Yes, I saw that, but I'm interested in doing the spotlight program. I mean, SP Champ, what you could do what I did and just play a bunch of mini seasons games and make some progress in the July Spotlight Drop 4 program. I was able to get up to the July Spotlight Drop 1 pack. Yes, I saw that as well. Woogie, we were swept by the Braves earlier this year. I have very little confidence they're going to do well against the Braves. That's where I'm at as a Mets fan. I don't have confidence in this team. I don't. I think the fact that they got no hit today just showed that.
The first baseman, number 2, Spencer.
This is not a team offensively that could go to playoffs or should go to playoffs. Didn't the Rockies just sweep someone? Ah. Or was it that they just won a series? Was that it? Strike 3, sit down.
Zero balls, 1 strike. Hey, run! One, two.
Strike 3, sit down. I mean, Luis Castillo looked good, Woogie. Should be getting him isn't he in the program here? Yes, he is. So there you go, Woogie. That's someone, that's probably a card you're going to want to grab. The Luis Castillo card. At least that guy, Andrew Vaughn. 4 total bases with Jarren Duran.
Batting seven, the left fielder, Jarren. Duran.
I mean, I think they wasted using. I think they used him last night, and they should have. But then again, they wouldn't. They wouldn't have used him for today. So I don't know. I lost so much interest in the game last night while I was there that I didn't even pay attention to the top of the ninth. Stanek, I'm not even sure he's been used. You know, let this just show you how the Mets are doing with their prospects and all their guys in the farm system. A couple days ago, they called up Dominic Hamill, one of their pitching prospects. And he was up for, I want to say, a day or two. He never even appeared in a game, and then they just sent him back down to the minors. Like, let that just show you what's going on here. It's a complete dumpster fire. It's like, how do you call up a guy if you're not gonna use them? Farm system is another way of saying the minor leagues.
Ball.
You know, the AAA and the AA and the single high A, single A. That's what we mean. Or that's what I mean when I say the farm system. I guess it's because they're trying to grow players into being professional major leaguers, so I guess that's where the term comes from. I'm not sure. In fact, when in doubt, ask. Ask Google. Let's look this up. Chat GPT. Why are the minor leagues in baseball also known as a team's farm system? Yeah, exactly what I just explained. It's called a farm system because it's where young or developing players are grown or cultivated, just like crops on a farm, until they're ready for the major leagues. The term became popular in the early 20th century, especially with Branch Rickey, who, while working for the St. Louis Cardinals in the 20s and 30s, pioneered the modern farm system. Instead of relying on buying players from independent minor league teams, he created a structured pipeline or affiliated minor league clubs where the team had control over player development. So there you go. It's always fun to learn something new. Because I certainly didn't know that. I mean, I guessed it, yeah, but I wasn't sure.
Hey! No balls, 2 strikes. One ball, 2 strikes.
See, oh, Roman Anthony? Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
2-2.
I said it was a smart move. And then I made a joke about them trading him away because he didn't want to play he didn't want to learn another position, like Devers. That's going to get caught, fortunately.
That's a ball.
Okay, there we go. I'm gonna waste the double that I got in the first inning, negating it just to hit a home run later on. Kind of makes it pointless. All right, let's see. There's only one more moment, and that's doing the Willy Adam. I have no idea, to be totally honest. I mean, I don't keep track on Josh Naylor or Eugenio Suarez in terms of what they're looking from a long-term deal.
One, no strikes.
Yeah, he did. He was asking if I thought the Mariners were going to sign Josh Naylor and Suarez long-term. I mean, sometimes with these trade deals, they're only looking at they only look at, you know, one half a season and then they're done. I mean, look at Javier Baez. He spent half a season with the Mets and they didn't even bring him back. They let him go to Detroit. All right, I need to get one more hit.
Shortstop, Willy. Adames.
Wow, I'm seriously going to waste a home run like that? I mean, it's tough to say. It all depends on the market. I mean, I think Josh Naylor. Wait, isn't it Bo Naylor? I thought Josh was still on the Guardians.
Leading up for the Giants, the shortstop, Willy.
Oh, I guess it is Josh Naylor. Okay, I thought it was Bo, but Bo's the one on the Guardians.
Get down, get down.
See, that's the problem with having two brothers in the league at the same time. You can never really tell. Stay fair, stay fair, stay fair, stay fair. Yes, sir. All right. Can't waste this home run now. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I get confused.
Counts 1-0.
I mean, remember when I got confused between Tyler Taylor, and Trevor, even though they're not related? How the hell do I waste like two home runs and not complete the moment? How do I do that? Do I think the Mets will sign anyone? I don't know. Do I think they'll sign anyone who they traded for? I doubt it. I think Cedric Mullins heads to free agency.
Get over his head. Get over his head.
I don't see the Mets. I do see the Tigers keeping Skubal. I do see them keeping him. I get that he's going to want big money. Is this year his free agency? I mean, that's Skubal is a once in a generation team player for the Tigers. Like you gotta. I think the Tigers are gonna re-sign him. If there's anyone to re-sign, it's
He's out.
it's Skubal. That being said, are they gonna? Do I think they're gonna have to pay a pretty penny? Yeah. Peterson, David Peterson.
Shortstop, Willy. Adames.
Ball. Down.
No, he got the loss. He gave up 4 runs. 2 home runs, in fact. It was not a good game. It didn't help the fact that the Mets were being no hit for 8 1/3 inning, but
Come on, ball. Get on up.
he didn't really help out his cause by giving up 2 home runs. Oh, sure. Now I want to get the hit.
Leading up for the Giants, the shortstop, Willy. Adames.
One zero. Get down. Get down. Ball one.
No, the Mariners, I think, is a weekend series, so, and I can't go against, I can't go on the weekends. Only days that I can go is on Tuesdays. And after last night and today, hold on. I don't think I want to, I think I need to take a break from going to Mets games. There are only 2 left that I have on 2 left that I plan on attending this year. That's one against the Phillies at the end of August, and one in September when the Padres come to town. And I'm excited about attending that one because it's going to be Jose Iglesias' first game at Citi Field since he signed with the Padres. So, he's going to get a good rounding ovation from Mets fans after he with his hit song OMG, and the way that he rejuvenated the team last year. Him, Mark Vientos, Francisco Lindor turning it on. So he's gonna get a good ovation. So I want to be there for. OMG is Jose Iglesias' hit song. It was a song he released last year, and he performed it at Citi Field, and it became a rally cry for Mets fans when the Mets were making their run towards the 2024 postseason. You can listen to the song; it's up on YouTube. Just put in "OMG Candelita," and you'll find it. It's a good song. I still listen to it. It just doesn't make me as happy as it did last year. Last year was fun.
Hey, nice rip.
I mean, he said that the Mets own it, but I don't believe that. I think he should have it. It's his song, and he should. I mean, the Mets haven't even played it this year, so they've completely erased it. They're not using it, so Jose can use it if he wants.
Get down.
Right now, I think David Stearns is acting as general manager as well as president of baseball operations. I don't think they have an official general manager. If you ask Mets fans right now, the answer would be no. I mean, he did get the Mets to the playoffs last year, but Buck Showalter did that in 2022, and then the following year, he had a losing record and then was fired by the Mets. So.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Gary, Keith, and Ron? Yeah, they're great. They're one of the best announcing trios in the game.
Out.
I would dare say in sports in general.
Hey, you got that one. Nice hit.
In fact, I have all their bobbleheads, too. They did a bobblehead for Gary, Keith, and Ron in 2023. It was either 23 or 24. Because he had a bad season, 23, and the Mets just didn't want to, were ready to move on with someone else, so. But, like, I have Keith here. I also have Ron Darling. And I also have Gary Cohen. Although they didn't do it in the right order. It's supposed to be Gary, Keith, and Ron. It's a pitching coach. Your Jeremy Hafner. It's a mixed bag with him. I mean, at times he's praised as a pitching genius. Other times he's depicted as an idiot. So it's really mixed. I personally, I think it's fine. He's fine, but the Mets' problem is not their pitchers so much as it's their hitters. Those are not players. Those are the Mets announcers. That's Gary, Keith, and Ron. Gary Cohen is the lead announcer. Keith Hernandez and Ron Darling are
The batter, number
are
2.
commentators. They're the color commentators. In fact, but they used to be players. Keith Hernandez was actually one of the best fielding first basemen of all time, and because he's won like 9 Gold Gloves. I think he holds the record for the most Gold Gloves won by a first baseman. And not only that, he won the MVP award too. I think it was 1979.
Shortstop, Willy.
And he's just been a fan favorite with the Mets.
He's out.
As for Ron Darling, he was a former pitcher. Both Keith and Ron were on the 1986 World Series Mets. I just want to throw that out there. They were both on the 86 Mets. Finally, I get this moment done. All right, so now, we have to focus on the drop missions. So Romero just needs strikeouts, Rogers just needs innings, and Vaughn needs hits. And then I have Barger, Bellinger, and Langolier as well, so they're going to be... Truth be told, I've never heard of those guys. All right, so what I'm going to do is build a lineup full of July Spotlight guys. So we're going to go with Bellinger, Barger, Langolier, Romero, and then we need Rogers here. I mean, do you blame them? Okay, so now we need whatever... I mean, does Jose De Paula actually count? Because technically that is Spotlight Series and he is July. I think it does count. Because I think he was part of the program. Let's see, third. I don't have too many guys, so... Arenado is June, so I can't use him. Casey Schmidt, no. And I'm getting lower, so it's not gonna work here. Looks like I don't have anyone for third base unless I want to try and open up the packs. I know I got a couple July Spotlight packs. Okay, I'll use Matt Shaw. That's fine with me. And Brendan Young, who is a starting pitcher, so... Let's see. 5749. I just hope it's not a card that I already have. Good. Robleski. I'll take Robleski. Max Muncy. Nope. I'll tell you the announcers that I have heard of. Michael Kay, John Sterling. That's about it. So other than the Mets, the only ones I know are the Yankees. Oh, no, you gotta be kidding me. Ah, damn it. All right, sorry guys, this is gonna end part 1 here because apparently the lineup cheese still is here. So I will be right back for part 2. Just hang tight.